And we are live. I am coming to you guys live from my new laptop. So, yay for that. Sorry for being late. I got caught up in, oh gosh, human beings, we do like drama. We do. I just saw a video that popped up with Coach Greg titled, What Happened with Johnny and Allie? And I was like, what? What? And then me being my nosy self went there and checked everything out. I had no idea. I don't keep up with internet drama. I had no idea him and Allie broke up, but life happens, and it is what it is. Like, I was listening to a podcast by Shayliana Ayana and her husband, and she was talking about how we are in a society that's relationship illiterate. I'm no person to talk. I am not a relationship expert. I've been in a very long-term relationship since I was in my mid-20s. However, it has not been a perfect one. And uh, she was just talking about how people are relationship illiterate. And it's so sad because human beings, relationships are everything to us in terms of being a human, connecting with other people, coupling up, possibly having kids, which is what we're meant to do. But of course, that's a choice. So it was just very interesting. But I'm no person to talk on it because I'm not in the greatest situation. Anyway, drama was getting caught up with that. But I am going to talk about, I had a note in my little notebook here, but we're going to talk about making weight loss with one meal a day easier. I'm going to drop some, there's the camera. I'm going to drop some tips for you guys on how to make this easier. This is like a little bonus video I decided to do today. I do have a video coming out. I have no idea when it's going to come out. I might put it out for 2. I might put it out for 6 Mountain Standard Time. I'm not sure. So I might put it out late afternoon, depending on where you are, or evening. But I thought I would just do a live stream because why not? I want to get into the rhythm with doing live streams again. So I'm just going to drop some tips on how to make weight loss with one meal a day easier. I can't believe I got distracted by all that drama. But yeah, he even said in the video that people love drama because it takes them away from their own lives and their own problems. It's true. That's why like reality TV is popular, or drama TV, or people like drama, because it takes them away from their own crap. Where in life we need to focus on, healing our own crap in order to evolve. I believe that we're all in this life to learn a lesson. The people are in our lives for a reason, to learn a lesson. And I was doing some deep journaling this morning to realize that I need to learn some deep-rooted lessons to evolve further in my spiritual journey here on earth. But anyway, this video is not about that. We're just going to focus on my tips I have here. So let's jump into number 1. The first thing you can do to make weight loss easier with one meal a day is exercise. Trust me, I learned this from experience. The days that I exercise, it is infinitely easier for me to finish and complete my OMAD fast. It just makes life simpler in that aspect because, number 1, exercise boosts my mood. It boosts my mood. And it also crushes hunger. But the real thing is boosting your mood, because someone who struggles with overeating, or someone who has been obese, or someone who's struggling with losing weight in period, we all gain weight for one reason. We gain weight because we overate. That is the main reason why most of us gain weight. Some people want to use genetics as an excuse. Some people want to use medical conditions as an excuse. But at the end of the day, we put on weight because we are eating too much. And a lot of us eat too much to, again, run away from those emotions and those feelings. Just, we struggle with sitting inside ourselves. That's why I highly think when you're on a journey to lose weight, you have to make it a journey that is holistic. You have to make it a journey that involves you healing from the inside, facing those feelings you don't want to face, sitting with those feelings. And that's what I love about OMAD fasting. The reason why I started it was to help me crush my struggles with BED. And someone who struggles with that, they're like, literally, when there's an uncomfortable feeling, I'm turning to food. Some people, they turn to alcohol. Some people turn to hooking up with people. Some people turn to social media. Some people turn to whatever your vice is. My vice is food. So when I'm dealing with pain, emotionally or physically, I turn to food. So what I love about the fasting is that it allows me to sit with those feelings and to process those feelings properly instead of using food as a scapegoat. Now, going back to exercise helps me on that aspect because exercise itself, it boosts your endorphins, it gets your blood circulating. That blood circulation is good because it gets nutrients to other parts of your body and it makes you feel good, getting your heart racing. It puts you in a state of mindfulness of what you're doing in this moment. So when you're moving your body, you're focusing on that movement. You're focusing on what you're doing instead of the thoughts that are up in your head that want you to, perhaps overeat or that want you to do something that's self-destructive. So that's why I think it is so important to include exercise on your 1 meal a day journey because of that. A. B. It crushes hunger. I always like to get in my workout around 12 o'clock because that's when my first bout of hunger starts to strike. It is now 11 o'clock a.m. And when I exercise and I'm exercising in a state where I'm a bit hungry, what happens is as I continue on exercising, that hunger gets crushed. And the exercise crushes the hunger not only during the exercise, but 2 to 3 hours after. That's why I always say the best time to exercise while eating 1 meal a day is 2 to 3 hours before breaking your fast. That is the key. Now, you have to make 1 meal a day work for your schedule. What I'm doing is that I'm setting up a blueprint for what has worked for me. For some people, it might be easier for them to fast 20 hours a day, break their fast, and then jump into working out. So it all depends on your schedule. You got to make it fit best for you. But for most of us, it is easier to do it 2 to 3 hours before breaking your fast. So that is why it crushes the hunger and it just makes fasting with 1 meal a day easier if you're aiming for 20 hours of fasting. And of course, why exercising with 1 meal a day makes weight loss easier is that it burns calories. You're burning more calories. You're putting yourself in deeper autophagy. You're putting yourself in a state of fat burning just with the exercise. Now, when it comes to exercising with 1 meal a day, which I highly advocate, on days that you're eating like a normal calorie amount. So for men, you want to start off with 1,800 calories. For women, you want to start off with 1,200 calories. And that's what I mean by a normal calorie amount. And then from there, you figure it out. Me right now, I'm noticing I'm losing weight on 1,500 calories. That's what's happening, 1,500 to 1,400 calories. So I'm sticking with that. But you want to start off with 12 and then figure out where is the best amount of calories to stick to. So when I say a normal amount of calories, I mean that. Now, there are days where you want to fast mimic. Fast mimicking days are days where you eat perhaps less than that. So MyFitnessPal says it's actually okay to eat 1,000 calories per day if you want. Like the rule for all of this is if you're losing more than 2 to 3 pounds per week, slow it down. If you can keep going and you have a lot of body fat on you and you're morbidly obese and you're losing 5, 6, just keep going. But don't be afraid to slow things down. But like MyFitnessPal has it in their thing where they said, I remember I put in like 800 calories one day and they're like, well, that's too low. You should have a minimum of 1,000. So that's a new thing. People are like, oh, it's too low. You're going to crush your body. No, you're doing this in a way that you are in a state of fasting. You got to learn how to do it. That's why I said you got to weight log. You got to listen to yourself. You got to be intuitive. Like, am I going to do days like that all the time? No. So going back to the normal days of calories. So if you're doing a fast mimicking day, so that's a day where you're doing Michael Mosley's 800 calorie day or 500 calorie as a down day, as they call it in the whole intermittent fasting world. On a day like that, you probably don't want to be exercising, maybe going for a light walk, but you don't want to do your regular exercise. On a normal day, so you're eating 1,200 calories or 1,500 calories in my case, remember, this is for me. What works for me won't necessarily work for you. You got to figure it out through a weight log. And I talk about that in my later tips. So on a day like today, the exercise that I'm going to do this morning, I just got back on a walk with Bill. It was like a good 30-minute walk. And then I'm going to go to the gym and do some physio exercise for my knee. These type of exercises are low to moderate intensity exercise. It's keeping my heart rate in zone 1 and zone 2. So max I want to see my heart rate is 140. Sometimes it might spike up a little higher if I'm doing a squat or I'm like, I'm feeling a little bit winded, I slow it down. But the average amount that you want your heart rate at is within zone 1 and zone 2. And that's different for everyone. Fitness watches can figure that out for you. I have a Garmin. My Garmin tells me what zone I'm in. Or you can just minus 220 by your age. I believe that's how you do it. But anyway, you want to keep it to low to moderate intensity. If you are doing vigorous exercises on one meal a day, it's going to make it very difficult to keep yourself in a calorie deficit, especially if you're doing it the way I'm telling you, fast 2 to 3 hours before, or exercise 2 to 3 hours before you break your fast. It's going to be harder to do it that way. Now, the reason there are people on the internet that are able to quote unquote build muscle doing an OMAD fasting schedule, so 20 hours of fasting or more, that's because they're eating a lot of calories within their 4-hour eating window. But we're not focusing on muscle here. My channel is called Daniela Joy Weight Loss. And they're able to do that because they're really, like, they're having a big meal before they're working out, and then they're having a big meal after they're working out. Like, some people like to do that. Some people like to use one meal a day. I know the guy who's all over the internet, Andrew Tate, he actually does one meal a day, and he's ripped as heck. He says he likes the feeling of fasting. That guy's everywhere. Anyway, there's that. So it's important to keep the exercise moderate to light because you want to be able to recover. So things like, I talked about this before, I like to walk on the treadmill for an hour. That could be your workout. You don't want your workout going more than 90 minutes, I believe, and you want it to be like steady pace. Don't do what I do. When I go to the gym for my long times at the gym, I am literally resting 2 to 3 minutes after each set. I'm taking my time so my brain has a chance to recover. I'm walking slowly. I'm stretching out my muscles because they seize up. I'm taking my time when I'm at the gym. It's not like it's like straight intense exercises. No, I'm taking it slow because I have a concussion and my brain needs time to recover. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not working out hard. If I am working out hard, I would be out of the gym by an hour and a half because it would be supersets back to back to back to back. I tried that in May and I nearly killed myself because that was too intense. It was too much for my concussion. It's the way I used to work out, but it is what it is. So that is key. I see someone in the chat. Hey, Joseph. I don't know why I'm going to talk. I was going to type, but welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. Great to see you. Joseph says hi. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, I'm doing this from my laptop. Oh, there we go. Okay, Joseph says, hi, Daniela. Hi, Joseph. And then, hi, Daniela. I can't say my name. Hi, Daniela. Looking great and beautiful and lovely and amazing today. Thank you so much. You're the sweetest. I always appreciate your support. I hope you're enjoying things down in Trinidad and sending you mad love. Thank you for the heart. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting in the comments, guys. If you guys have any questions anytime, feel free to drop it. But I'm going to continue talking because I have my little note here. I have about 8 points. So that's number 1. Number 2, routine. Routine will make weight loss easier on one meal a day. Routine is everything, and not just with one meal a day. It doesn't matter what you do. And I should clarify, one meal a day, it's called that. But literally in an hour eating window, I can have multiple meals. It's not hard. It's just a method of keeping you in a calorie deficit. It's a method of utilizing the power of fasting. I like one meal a day because the scale is always moving in the right direction. People just hear the name of what OMAD means and they freak out. I really don't care because if I'm going to be doing what the masses are doing, I'm going to be looking like the masses, and the masses right now are looking relatively unhealthy. Okay. I had this conversation with a girl at the park. I was telling her because I thought she was going to judge me about my YouTube channel. And I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, I'm losing weight in an unorthodox way. And she's like, what is it? I'm like, I eat one meal a day, and I'm like, it's basically OMAD. It's called that, but it's basically a method where I fast for like 20 hours or more, and I just eat in the smaller eating window. She looks at me and she's like, that's what I do naturally. So like, people understand, if you want to be like lose weight and be light, look how people are skinny are eating. Look how people are at a healthy weight are eating. They're not eating all day. I'll tell you that. They are definitely not eating all day. And if they are, they're eating very light meals. So I'm just throwing it out there. I think we eat way too much in this society. The human body does not need copious amounts of calories to do its thing. Look at kids, for example. My son doesn't eat. When I was a kid, I didn't even eat breakfast. And they would force me to eat breakfast and I would feel ill. I would automatically, as a young child, I was skinny, I was healthy. Um, I would relatively eat around noon, 12:30. That's when we would have our lunch. And then I would have a snack when I was in daycare. And then I would have a big dinner at 6 o'clock and I'll be done. How much fasting is that? So 6 hours, that's 18 hours of fasting. Naturally, as a kid, I was not deprived in any way. I had access to all the food and I grew up into a healthy woman. So it's like, I'm just trying to think, like, look at the kids. Kids are the basis. My son does the same thing. He does not eat breakfast. There will be a day, like, there will be days again where your body's like, okay, I need to eat more. And my son will have a day where he's like, I'm hungry. And then he eats a lot for breakfast. Like, just look at kids, for example. Clearly, we're doing something wrong as a society, as my stomach growls. That's not real hunger. Because we have too many people who are sick and overweight. And also the people who are not sick and overweight, they're having metabolic diseases in different ways, whether it be PCOS for women, men having skin issues. Like, ugh, it drives me insane, but I don't care. People can judge. People can judge. People can do what they want because at the end of the day, I'm okay. And I've been doing one meal a day consistently for almost a year now. It is a year. It is pretty much a meal a day. So happier. But you can also eat on that. Like you can. In a 4-hour eating window, if you're not tracking your calories, that's why I'm going to talk about tracking your calories. You can overeat easily. So like, I don't know. Anyway, let me just go back to my points here because I don't have a lot of time left. But let's go to routine. Routine is everything. You want to eat at the same time daily. For me, I'm eating at 6 o'clock p.m., no less, no earlier. Now, if I end up being a little late because things are busy or I'm cooking something and it takes a little longer and I eat later than 6 and I get in a longer fast, that is okay. But the rule is not to eat before 6 because when I eat before 6, guess what happens? You eat a little too early and then you screw up your OMAD and then you decide to eat again. So it's key to pick a time daily and eat at that same time. It's best to eat in the evening. For people who are working, I've noticed a few of them have told me it's best for them to eat their one meal a day at lunch. Some people don't like to eat their one meal a day at lunch. I have a friend who's a nurse. She commented on my channel, or she was messaging me privately that she was saying that she hates eating at lunch because she would eat at lunch and then she would feel groggy and slow. So she would just naturally fast. And my friend has been she's been lean all her life, not relatively, she's been lean all her life. So it's like, you got to find what works for you. You know, you have to listen to yourself. Again, I'm just dropping blueprints, guidelines for what has worked for me and what you can try. But you're allowed to modify what I say to fit your lifestyle. Loving your content. Shout out from South Africa. Oh, so cool. I would love to go to South Africa. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you. Joseph says sending you mad love as well. Okay, I'm going to continue on my rant. Sorry, my back just cracked. Oh yeah, routines. So me, it's 6 o'clock p.m. It's best before, in the evening, but if afternoon works for you, that's fine. Just adjust the rule, whatever you can adhere to, whatever makes that easier for you. I will not eat. I sting my neck that way. Exercise. Yes, routine. Also with exercise, you want to exercise at the same time or times daily. I'm trying to get back in routine, and I am. I'm doing so great. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, and I cannot wait to share this comeback story for you guys. It's evolving. It's in the process. But now I'm on a routine where I'm getting my butt up early in the morning. I'm walking Bo here, who's sitting beside me, getting in that morning sunlight, doing a light walk, and then coming home, taking care of my son, getting him to school, then going to my appointment, and then 11 or 12 o'clock, I'm going to go to the gym. After I'm done the gym, I pick up my son from school. If it's a weekend, I just come home and hang out with him. So I want to exercise at the same time daily. The easiest way to make this simplified on you is to do the same thing over and over again. Get into routine. Get that autonomic part of your mind to just do it. You know why routine makes it easier? Because it creates discipline. When you're doing the same thing in and out and you have your routine, you're most likely to be successful. Look at bodybuilders. A lot of bodybuilders that I watch, they always say they hate when they have to travel or whatnot because it gets them out of their routine. Some bodybuilders, there's one I follow, Phoebe Hagen. She travels a lot and she can get in routine that way. Like that's her routine, traveling. But those who are like staying at home and they're in their routine, they said they hate when their routine is broken because it's really hard for them to keep everything on track. So I use them as an example because it's true. When I have the most success on my weight loss journey, it's when I'm in routine. I'm doing the same thing over and over again, exercising at the same time daily, eating at the same time daily. For some people, you might have to eat the same things daily. So you learn how to properly diet. For me, in the beginning of my 1 meal a day journey, I ate a lot of the same meals. If you look back on my channel, just check out my playlists and stuff, you'll see that I was eating like canned sardines every day. And there was a point where I was eating beef liver every day. It was just so I can learn how to properly diet and understand what I'm eating. But it's better to just do routine because routine creates discipline and discipline outlasts everything. Discipline creates long-term sustainable results. Motivation will get you started, but it's a discipline that gets you through. So routine is everything. We'll just make it easy. It becomes automatic. You don't want to be all over the place. That's, oh, my stomach. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's just making noise. I'm not really hungry, but I think I'm thirsty. But that's what happens when you don't have a routine and you're all over the place. That's where you risk gaining weight because you're just grabbing whatever and you're not in a situation where you are in control. All right. Next thing. Visually track your progress. This is key. You want to calendar log 1,540 something calories. I got to put that in there because when you calendar log, it allows you to visually see your progress. And when you are visually seeing your progress, it's going to motivate you on days that you lose that. When you have the thoughts in your head that are like, I don't want to continue on. When you look at the progress you made, you're like, I'm doing well. The reason why a lot of us give up, it's because we get in our heads. So get out of your head, put it on a calendar, put it in a notebook, and see your progress. Take photos of yourself. I promise you, as you take progress photos of yourself, it's going to help you on days that the scale will plateau. The scale will plateau. It happens with everyone on a weight loss journey. What happens with a plateau is basically your body's at a point where it's going to a new level of leanness. So it's going to hold on for a bit. It's going to hold on to water for a bit. So in those cases, that's where your pictures come in, because I guarantee if you're doing everything right and that scale is holding, go look at those pictures. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Feel your clothes. You are loose. This happened to me every time on my weight loss journey. When the scale would plateau, I'd be like, I look really lean. I don't look like my weight. My clothes are falling off. Things are not fitting me. And sure enough, if you keep it up, what happens is the scale will do a huge drop. So that's why it's important to visually track your things so you're aware of things. Like, I feel like people fail their weight loss journey because they go into it blind. They go into it blind in a way that they're not weighing themselves daily. So it's like having a blindfold on for like most of the week, and then you weigh yourself once a week, and then you see the scale, and then it's not this result that you're expecting to see after putting in your hard work. What's that going to do to your morale? It's going to bring you down. It's going to make you feel like whatever I'm doing is not working. It's going to make you feel like, oh, calories don't work, blah, 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 making all these excuses, and then you're going to give up. So like, it's important to not go into your weight loss blind. You want to be able to track your calories daily. You want to be able to weigh yourself daily. Like, that is key. That is key. Weighing yourself daily is so important. You just have to get over that hump. If you're not willing to get over the hump, then you are not willing to make the changes. And what else do I have on here? Inches is another thing. Inches will go Like the non-scale victories are very important. The inches, the photos, so important. Taking inches around the smallest point of your waist, you can just do that. The other inches you can do, but I think they're time consuming. The inch around your waist tells you everything, because when inches go down around your waist or up, it indicates that you're losing fat or you're putting on fat. So inches are everything. Unless you suffer with bloating, then that's another situation that you're going to have to figure out. Anyone who's suffering with bloating, excessive bloating, there's an issue going on with your gut health, probably leaky gut issues. That's where you got to turn to diets like keto and probably prolonged fasting to correct whatever's going on. But we're not going to get into that. That will be for another video. I do have a video on gut health coming out within this challenge. So yes, weight log, track your fast, inches, and progress photos. You want to visually see everything. You want to track your calories. You want to track your fasts. Yes, I use the app Zero to track my fast. There are other apps you can use. There's the Life app, but I like Zero because it gives me a calendar. Just find whatever app you want to use. Stick with it. There's no perfect app. Tracking your calories, find an app that works for you. There's no perfect app. I use the app Carb Manager because I like to go in and out of ketosis, which is what I'm doing now. And it seems to be working better for me, and it's making me be able to adhere to OMAD better. Because again, I talked about these muscles. Today I'm doing a keto OMAD, hopefully. Yesterday I was trying to do a keto OMAD, then I ate beef liver, and then beef liver knocked me out of ketosis. Because I ate a lot of it, and I had 100 grams of protein, and I was at 600 calories on the day, and I'm like, I need to eat more. So I was like, you know what, just do a carb OMAD. But it didn't matter. Still dropped the pen from yesterday. Next thing to make OMAD easier. Great segue. Keto OMAD. Keto OMAD is a great way to make OMAD easier. Now, the way I lost the weight, I did keto OMAD consistently for 10 months. 8 months. No. Yeah. I did keto OMAD consistently for 8 months. And it got me a long way. And then I started introducing carbs because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm afraid of carbs. Carbs don't cause you to gain weight. What causes you to gain weight is eating in excess. Carbs will increase your hunger cravings for sure. It definitely does, depending on what carbs you eat. Carbs like cauliflower rice, vegetables, rice. Rice does not increase my appetite, but the satiating carbs do. The processed carbs, the little crackers, the bread, all that stuff will. But anyway, going back, throwing in some keto OMADs, or if you have a lot of weight to lose, I highly recommend if you're morbidly obese or just starting off your weight loss journey. And if you're willing to put in the work, start off with keto OMAD because it will make your weight loss journey simple. Why? Keto OMAD crushes hunger. It makes that metabolic switch. It corrects your hormones because when you're morbidly obese, your hormones of satiety, your hunger signals, all that is run by hormones and they're completely off. Keto OMAD also just keeps you in the process of burning fat longer. I love keto OMAD for that. It is easier to do keto OMAD when you have tons of weight on you because then you become a fat burner. But for those of you who are at the point of where I'm at, like a good 20 pounds away from your goal, it's good to probably throw in a couple keto OMAD days a week. I think one should suffice because if you do keto OMAD, right, that is having your fat at 80% and your protein is like 20%, no more than like 100 grams. I would even go lower. For me, I figured it out through trial and error throughout my weight loss journey that when I have my carbs between 60 grams and 80 grams, that is magic. Not my carbs, oops. My protein at 60 grams and 80 grams, that is magic keto for me. I'm going to aim for that today. I already loaded that up and everything. I already know what I'm going to eat. I plan that out. That's actually one of my tips. So when you do it that way, one solid keto OMAD day should give you a pretty gigantic drop, which is what I'm aiming for today. I want a gigantic 1 day drop. And then I'll jump back to carb OMAD. And then my weight stabilizes. I don't gain weight after eating carbs on OMAD. I don't. Because my body will just process it and my muscles. So yes, boosts weight loss, keeping you in fat burning longer, and it keeps you fuller. It's really hard to overeat when you do keto OMAD, when you do it in the proper ketogenic ratios. You can overeat on protein because protein will get turned to glucose via gluconeogenesis. Anything that uses the pathway of becoming a sugar burner or a carb burner will increase your hunger. So I can eat copious amounts of protein if I'm doing keto. Now, if you're doing the other diet where it's high protein, moderate carbs, yes, proteins will help keep you satiated. But when I'm talking about you're eliminating the carbs and you're keeping your carbs low and you're trying to do keto, keto is, people thinks keto is just keeping your carbs low. No, you got to keep your protein low too. That's how you do proper keto. But yes, it's very difficult to overeat on keto if you're doing it right. Very difficult. You like when I was doing keto OMAD, I had days where I had 800 calories. The reason how I'm able to get over that hump is my almond butter and my straight fat, my almond butter, my dark chocolate. I don't know why the stream keeps doing that. Why? Sorry, I'm just going to close some other windows. Why do you keep doing that? Okay, next tip is drink your electrolytes. Here's my electrolytes without spilling water on my computer. But this is from this morning, so it's cold. But it's basically, let me show you the salt since I'm in the kitchen. Hang on, coming right back. I didn't put baking soda in it this morning, but I have some salt-free here. This is my source of potassium. It's called salt-free. This is how you know it's a source of, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. This is how you know it's a source of potassium. You go to the grocery aisle and you look and you see there, oh, can I get closer? You see that? It says potassium is at 650 milligrams, and it has a bit of iodine in there. That is how you know your salt is a potassium salt. And I had some Himalayan pink that I just spilt on me. I have some Himalayan pink salt. I don't know where my real salt went. I love real salt. I think I'm going to go to the natural food store today and pick some up. But like Himalayan pink salt, again, you obviously know this is your source of sodium because it says it there. So I just had a tablespoon of each in there. And I have it in the morning and throughout the day. I'm trying to finish up this cup. I have a lot of salt. With salt, you're going to have to figure it out on your own because some people, I know when I first started doing this and I had too much salt, I had to go to the bathroom. But now it's pretty good. Like I'm pretty decent with it. Anyway, I'm going to look at the comments. Hang on. Show. Oh no, Amber Dawn says, hi, Daniela. I did a weight log and food log through August. Total weight loss in August was 7 pounds. That's great. 10 lost, but some gain as I went off keto due to bowel and skin. Doing ADF and staying with OMAD. Okay, so you're fasting and you're just doing an OMAD day. Congrats on losing the 7 pounds, especially when you're having issues with dry skin and your bowels. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Gained some as I went off keto due to, okay. All right. As long as you're tracking calories, and if you gain weight, even when you're in a calorie deficit, there could be something going wrong there. But as long as you're tracking your calories, you should be good. But alternate day dry fasting will help correct whatever you're doing. And yeah, doing an OMAD alternate day dry fast, which is basically she's fasting one day and then the day that she eats, she's eating in an OMAD eating window. So it could be 4 hours or less, or 1 hour if it's the real OMAD. It doesn't really matter. I think 4 hours suffices. But that is a good method to help deal with whatever medical issue that might be going on. I wish you luck. Keep moving forward. I'm so proud of you for losing those 7 pounds. I know it's hard when you have to deal with other issues within the body, but the fasting should help for sure. It will help depending on what your issues are. I see that there's another comment. Learning a lot still through this. Appreciate your videos and that you share so much of your journey. Oh, well, thank you so much. Keep on moving forward. I'm really proud of you for not giving up. I'm really proud of you for deciding to try to do some alternate day fasting in there. When I first started losing weight, I did throw in a week of ADF, which was basically a 48-hour fast. I would do that in the beginning a lot, not so much. And the 48-hour fast is my favorite fast. I love it. I think it's enough. Unless you're like morbidly obese, longer might be better, but it all depends. Hey Simone, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. All right, how long have we been doing this for? 35 minutes. Okay, I have to wrap it up soon, but I still have a lot of points. So I want to get through all these points before. Oh yeah, electrolytes. Okay, the reason why you want to have electrolytes is that it crushes hunger. It gives you energy. It really does. I just got a bout of energy right now. And it did crush my hunger because if you guys are at the beginning of the stream, I was hungry. I was making hunger noises and now it's not. Which I want to touch on very quickly. The hunger wave. Okay, this is where you got to build in some grit. When you first start doing this, someone commented a beautiful comment on my channel, and I believe I pinned it in one of my videos. I have to go back and look. But the hunger wave will always pass. If you have excess fat on you, I hate to say this, but you're not really hungry. I know this someone can take that and literally misconstrue what I said, or should I say starving? You can't be because your body has excess fat on you. So real hunger happens when you're at a state of leanness, when you're really, really lean. Like I have never experienced real hunger yet. Well, maybe I have actually when I was like at 169 with all the muscle. But like real hunger is when you are just like absolutely have literally no energy, unable to move for like days and days on end. You're waking up in the middle of the night. Like that is like, oh, that's real hunger. And it only happens when you're at a point of low body fat percentage. But when you have excess body weight on you, you will not experience real hunger. The hunger that you're feeling, like the rumbling in your stomach, that's not hunger. That's just your body telling you you may need some water. You may need some electrolytes. Because if it was real hunger and I drank this, I'm fine. Like nothing happened. So like, just keep that in mind. I didn't really explain that the way I wanted to explain that, but I'll elaborate on that further in one of my videos. But electrolytes do give you energy. It's really important to have electrolytes while eating one meal a day. Even when you're not eating one meal a day, if you're doing the regular way of losing weight, it doesn't matter how you lose weight. As long as you stay in a calorie deficit, you'll win. One method to lose weight, or one way to lose weight, many methods to do it. Weight loss is being in a calorie deficit. I like the OMAD way because I like seeing the scale go down. I don't like doing it the other way. I've done it the other way. The other way is slow, takes time. I don't want to see the scale go down 2 pounds a week. It's kind of like exhausting. It's really hard to adhere to for a long time. There are some people that can do it. Louise's journey is an example of one person that did it. She had strong willpower. She did it the regular way. I believe she started off at like 2,000 or something calories, worked her way down, and she did it that way. It took her about, I don't know, about a year or so to lose the weight. You can do it that way. But it's whatever you can adhere to. For me personally, I've always had success to adhering to things like keto, but I always counted my calories. Adhering to things like throwing in fats and then, eating normally. That's how I did it. That's how my body responded the best when it came to weight loss. And I feel like for a lot of people, they feel like they're on that boat because doing it the other way, it's you can do it, but you got to have more discipline. You got to have more willpower to keep going forward with it. Trust me, I've lost weight in so many ways, and I find going the metabolic route with calories, because there's people on both sides who are like, oh, calories don't matter when you lose weight. Yeah, they do. And there's people on both camps. I believe in combining both the powers of the metabolic switching and calorie counting. Just gives weight loss, it just makes it easier. I just strongly believe in that, based on my journey and my results and me going through this journey for about 4 years. I found the most success when I combined them both, which is what I did last September. But anyway, electrolytes supports your cells. Of course, your cells need electrolytes to function. Sodium, potassium, osmosis, the whole pump, all of that. That's too biology science based. I won't go into that. And it increases adherence to the diet, because when you don't have your electrolytes during one meal a day, you'll just feel like absolute garbage eventually. And then what happens? You'll feel like garbage. You'll get really hungry, and then you'll just break the diet. Trust me, I've been there. It happened to me. So it's important to get in your electrolytes, especially if you're exercising too. Oops, I almost knocked my computer down. Number 6, keep yourself busy. It's so key. While doing one meal a day, you want to be busy. Most of us have to go to work, do work. Work is a great way. I wish I was working right now because it would make it even easier on me to do one meal a day. But I've made a situation where I'm technically I'm working with all these uploads I'm doing. But I put myself in a situation where I like structured a schedule for myself. So it's important to keep yourself busy. You can't be sitting home all day. If you have the luxury to do that, you better be doing something productive with your life, whether it be reading books, learning, trying to create a business or something on that level. It's so important to keep yourself structured and busy because the hardest time to fast is when you are not busy. Even intermittent fasting foodie, like she talked about it on her channel. She's like, I love doing long fasts when I'm busy, when I don't have to go out with the kids or I have an event or something to do. She loves doing fasts when you're busy. And I do too, because you're busy and you're not focusing on like sitting at home and the food and what have you. So it's like, it's so important to like keep yourself busy. That will make OMAD easier. If you're struggling on the weekend, do the same thing. Keep yourself busy. Go for a morning walk. Maybe read a book, learn things. Hang out with a friend. Hang out with your kids if you have kids. Family. Just keep yourself busy. Or just sit at home. I was going to say, oh, sorry. My stream keeps cutting in and out. But I was going to say that binge watching on a show, don't do that. Because when you binge watch on a show, what do you want to do? Eat. For me anyway, I want to eat. So no, just keep yourself busy. Like I said, read books, call a friend, school work, plan your day out, go to the gym, go for a walk. Keep yourself busy is key. And number 7, set daily goals. Oh, yes. I'm going to show you my daily goals. These are my daily goals. 1500 keto. We're going to do keto. Live stream. Yeah, doing that now. Walk bow. Already did that. I need to check that off. That's satisfying. Oh, and live stream too, because I'm doing it. All right, live stream checked off. Walk with bow checked off. So satisfying. That just motivates me to keep going. Like, these are all mental hacks I learned from the power of habits, because habits are everything. Okay, yep. I got to check off the later ones later, but where are we here? Here you go. Like, live stream done. Walk bow done. Hang out with my son and play Roblox. 20-hour fast minimum. 1,500 calorie keto, and then gym. Plan your day out, because having structure is going to help keep you on track. Again, the reason why we get off track is because we don't have structure. Structure creates discipline, it creates routine, it creates that automatic process, and it degrades your subconscious mind. Because weight loss is all about hacking the mind. Let's be honest. We gain weight because of our habits. We can lose weight because of our habits. That's the power in it all. Sorry, I got to look at the chat. But yes, but let me get through that. Structure your day. And I have one more point, which set daily goals, which I said. And my next point is, and when you set daily goals and crush them, you know what that does? It boosts your confidence. And that's what we need. We need to boost our confidence. We need to create self-worth from within. Like, when you are striving for something, that is the best place to be in life. Because when you're striving for a goal, you're forced to get better. You're forced to level up. Always have goals set up in your life. Always. Because it's going to just create just so much self-confidence, so much self-love, so much self-appreciation when you crush those goals. And the next one, which relates to number 7, is plan ahead. Plan ahead. Plan your meal ahead. I already know what I'm going to have for my meal today. It's in my weight log, but I already know it off heart. I'm going to break my fast with eggs, probably some egg whites in there. I'm going to throw in some protein because I'm going to the gym, and some bacon. Then I'm going to have a burger with a bunch of bacon. I need the bacon for the fat because I'm doing a keto OMAD. And then I'm probably going to have copious amounts of dark chocolate and almond butter. I love that. That makes me happy. Anyway, I'm going to the chat right now. So, no, Amber Dawn says, yeah, keeping track of food. But when I went off keto, I had sugar slash carbs, and it affected my weight loss. Okay. And yes, I want to stay in the max 2 hour eating window. That's great on eating days or less. Goal is to lose 80 pounds. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Because it sounds like you're beginning your weight loss journey. So yes, when you have more weight to lose and you go in and throw in a carb, it will just, you know what it will do, Amber? That's just water. That's just excess water. Because what happens when we go from keto and then we go off keto and we have carbs, carbs makes our body retain water more. So it's not fat or anything. It's just water. Just don't let it get to your head. It's okay. It just happens. And just keep up with the fasting and you'll just drop all that water. So that will definitely happen, especially when you have more weight to lose. Your body will just hold on to the water way more. So hang in there. You're doing so well. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you're tracking. Keep rocking. Simone says, I completed my first 48-hour fast this week. Congratulations. I love the 48. The 48 is just the magical fast. It's good for gut health. It's the dopamine reset fast. Dr. Mindy Pels just did a video on it. I want to go watch it, but the 48-hour fast is my favorite because the 48-hour fast is the basis of alternate day fasting because it's basically, it could be, it depends what you're doing because it could be a 30-hour fast. I think alternate fasting is from 6 to 48. So yeah, it just depends on when you break your. It's the internet. Sorry, it's the internet. I see the internet's low. I'm literally right beside my router. Anyway, it's a doable fast in terms of it's much easier than the 72-hour fast because once you pass the first 24-hour mark, it gets easy. It's a fat burning fast because you get max fat burning at 36 and you get a little more with the 48. So I really, really love it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. Martha says, hello, friend. Hello. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Martha says, you inspired me to start my journey. I have lost 20 pounds and that makes my heart so full. I am so proud of you, Martha. I am so proud of you. Isn't that such a good feeling when you finally feel that you got control of this weight loss thing? I'm so proud of you. Keep moving forward. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. It really does. I'm really happy for you. Keep it up, Martha. Keep it up. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for the super chat. Those super chats really help. It helps boost my channel more in the algorithm. I don't know what it does, but even just small amounts, they help. I've noticed that. So thank you so much. Martha says, love you, girl. You're fun and inspirational. Thank you for replying back to my message. I love replying to your messages. I love helping people out. I really want to help people out. That's literally my passion in life because I have a deep connection to weight loss, to struggling with weight, to health issues, to feeling like you'll never lose weight. I always thought I was destined to be stuck at 220 pounds because I couldn't break it for 2 years. I thought I was always going to be obese, and I just want to show people that they're not stuck, that they can make the change even after years and years of being stuck at a high weight, of being overweight. You can make the change. So I'm really proud of you. And I'm so happy for you. Ooh, is this working? Sorry, the page froze. This computer. But I just want to say thank you so much for the other super sticker, Martha. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you a lot. And I was reading this. Love you, girl. You're fun and inspirational. I don't know where the stream froze, but I was just saying I really want to help people out because I just really want to do it because I know how it is to be stuck. And I want to show people that they have the power within them to succeed. Only we can be the change. And sometimes we just need someone else to show us that we have the power to make things happen. Just like as someone has shown it for me. So I want to do the same for other people. Are you able to meet your protein goal in one meal a day? My goal with one meal a day is, yeah, I'm able to eat, like if I eat 1400 calories, I'm not really focusing on protein right now, only when I do keto, but I'm eating 1500 calories. It's the same thing for someone in a calorie deficit. Yeah, I can totally meet my goal within one meal a day. I just don't eat all day. I eat within a small eating window. So it's the same thing as for someone who's trying to meet their protein goal. They're in a calorie deficit. Let's say they're in a 1600 calorie deficit. They can still meet their protein goal. So for example, I had 300 grams of beef liver that equated to 600 calories. I got in 100 grams of protein yesterday. I didn't mean to because I was trying to do keto OMAD, but I got in 100 grams. So it's very easy to meet your protein goal with one meal a day. Fasting, which is just a term for time restricted eating. I'm just crunching my eating window down to a 4-hour eating window. Even in a 1-hour eating window, I can eat 12 to 1400 calories. You just have to plan out what meals you're going to eat, having lots of meat, having more high calorie foods within that window to get to your 14 or 12 or your whatever your calorie deficit number is. So it's the same way as doing it in any other diet form. It's just I'm eating later in the day. Or for some people, the afternoon. Oh, that makes sense. It froze again. Hey guys, I'm still here. It keeps freezing on me. Why are you doing this to me? I'm so sorry. I hope I answered that, or I hope you heard what my answer was. Now I gotta look at the timer. If you do EDF, do you double up on daily protein, or do you eat only for the daily goal? Doubling would be crazy amount. I'm confused. Thank you. For me, if I do EDF, no, I don't double. There's no need to double because the point of alternate day fasting is to get in that one day of fasting, because fasting has benefits in totally like crushing on the benefits of fasting are. What are the benefits of fasting? Autophagy longer, switching your metabolism, correcting your hormones through your body's natural processes of giving your body rest, resting your digestive system, resting. Now I'm looking at the time, it's still moving. What are other benefits of fasting? Resetting your dopamine receptor sites, resetting your gut, producing stem cells. So there's no need to make up anything after alternate day fasting. The point of fasting is to fast. So when I do my 48-hour back-to-back fast for back in the day when I used to do alternate day fasting with OMAD, which was like my weekly bout of fasting, when I was a lot heavier, I did not double up. I stayed in the calorie amount that I wanted to. There's no way. There's no need to double up because the point of it is that you want to get the fasting in. And the point of it is to remain in a calorie deficit. And that's what fasting helps you do. So there's no need to double up for sure. Now I'm paranoid about this stream freezing on me. How's your knee? I don't know if I can show it to you. Ugh. It's still doing its thing. It's okay. I went and saw my physio yesterday. It's okay. I've got things speed up. I'm going to see my doctor in 2 weeks, and I'm going to get her to refer me to Banff, which is, I think everyone knows what Banff is. It's the mountains, Lake Louise, all of that. Because in Banff, there are tons of surgeons out there. Because guess what? People fall, people break their knees, tons of orthopedic surgeons out there. So the wait time to get surgery for my knee will be faster. So I'm going to get that speeded up, but my knee is deteriorating. Unfortunately, it's limiting my workouts. I didn't get to work out yesterday because of it, but it's okay. I'm grateful for this situation because I'm literally conditioning myself for hard times and I'm just evolving on multiple levels. So everything happens for a reason. We all have our crosses to bear, and it's up to us to grow through adversity or to let it, like what I like to say is like we can either let it make us or break us. So all of this happened for a reason. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. It's tough, but it's teaching me how resourceful I can be, like working a way around this, because I was telling my pelvic floor physio yesterday, she treats my knee that like I absolutely hate when it prevents me from working out. She's like, that much suck because you love working out. I know. I'm like, it does suck. but it just means I have to be a little gentle. So yesterday I did yoga. I actually am doing a 30-day yoga challenge for myself because my chiropractor wants me to do yoga. So you know what? My knee being injured, it's forcing me to do things like yoga, which my body loved. So there's always a silver lining in every situation. But no, I'm fighting to get the surgery fast. It's just healthcare. Thank you for asking. Oh, Sherry, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Martha says, we love you. Thank you for doing this. You are real. We can see ourselves in you, my friend. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Sorry, I'm a very emotional woman being. And I used to hate myself for being emotional, but being emotional is beautiful. But thank you. Keep working hard. You have a purpose in life and you're touching our life for the better. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. And I'm so glad I'm helping. I really am. I'm so glad I had the courage to not let this stupid car accident ruin me, because I did make that choice for 4 months. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make something out of this. Screw it. Everyone's going through something. I'm going to show people that they can level up no matter what. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love you too. I love you guys a lot. Always send you guys mad love. I'm so sorry for this stupid computer freezing up on the stream on me. It's still moving. It's still moving. I apologize for that. I don't understand why. Oh, I thought it froze because I'm right beside my router. But anyway, I am going to end this live stream now. Thank you so much for joining me on the live stream. And I will be dropping a video today. I just don't know when because I'm trying to figure out the algorithm. But anyway, I'm sending you guys mad love. Take care. Bye.